Yes, finally, I'm allowed to talk about this! Hi, I'm Kitty Monk, and I'm here to talk to you about Hazbin Hotel. Or more specifically, actually, no, just Hazbin Hotel. It's just a pilot at the moment, but it did get picked up by A24, so you might see the full series in the future. My money's on either Netflix or Amazon Prime. Let me begin by saying, I love this pilot. It's so amazing. It was an acquired taste, and it did take a few watches to get into, but I love it. At first, it didn't click with me as much as Hell Boss did, but it has the potential to be the next big story-driven show. No joke, I wanted to review this all the way back in September. But I had a few issues with 1, pushing projects back, and 2, reused content. Thanks, YouTube. If you're wondering, it's also why I deleted my Hell Boss reviews and my SU Top 10 list. I might re-review Hell Boss in the future, though. It was so much fun to edit, especially with all the censoring.
That's at her goatish mating call.
I already have something planned for the newest episode, though. But I think with my new format, I have a better chance of making it past the bots. And also, the Solar Opposites review really kicked my butt, so I need a lazy week. Let's discuss. If you haven't seen Hell Boss, let me give some background. Hazbin Hotel takes place in Hell. Wow, that rhymes. Only whereas Hell Boss is about the Hellborn, Hazbin Hotel is about the sinners. It takes place in Hell's capital, Pentagram City. In the Ring of Pride, where all the sinners are confined. Actually, confined might be the wrong word. We all know that Hell is other people. Currently, Hell has an overpopulation crisis. I guess from the influx of sinners on top of the people who already live there. The solution? Once a year, Lucifer allows Heaven to send a group of angels, called the Exorcists, to spend a day culling the population. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's kinda dark. The pilot follows the Princess of Hell, Charlie. Charlie hates the slaughter, and she wants to find a more humane way to deal with the problem. Her solution? Open a hotel to rehabilitate sinners and send them up to the pearly gates. She calls it the Happy Hotel, but thankfully they changed it to Hazbin Hotel. Now, how do I describe Charlie?
Hey gosh, welcome to the Happy Hotel! You are going to love it here!
Yeah, Charlie's amazing. Personality-wise, I'm probably the closest to Charlie out of the whole cast. She isn't my favorite character. I guess she can be kind of vanilla, but she also can be pretty relatable, and she has a lot of moments.
I don't know if I'm going to make a difference. I don't know what I'm doing.
Assisting Charlie is her girlfriend, Vaggie. Yeah, you heard that right. Vaggie's the hotel's manager. Like Charlie, she wasn't my favorite. In fact, she probably was my least favorite. But I have come around to liking her. And let me just say, Vaggie is not a Latina stereotype. One complaint the pilot gets is that it's just a minstrel show of stereotypes. But I don't think Hazbin Hotel or even Hell Boss are offensive or meant to be. 1, the cast is super diverse. And 2, even if some of them can be stereotypes, it's not the fact that they are stereotypes that makes them how they are. Even Katie Killjoy is made out to be in the wrong for how she acts.
I don't touch the I have standards.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
I mean, I guess Stolas is a bit stereotypical, but they gave him a character and a sympathetic backstory outside of that.
I haven't been... We weren't in... I'm sorry, I don't have the words.
Yeah, Vaggie might have a short fuse, but she's probably the sanest out of everybody. And whenever she yells, she has a point.
Credibility? What about the hotels? Your little stunt made us look like a f***ing joke.
But just 1 second. Is Vaggie meant to be a fallen angel? Like a former exorcist? I mean, come on, look at her, and now look at the Exorcist. The pilot's about them trying to promote the hotel. Only they run into obstacles. First, nobody believes in their plan. Which, this might sound weird, but would you? Whatever you believe, heaven in this world sends bloodthirsty angels to kill you and your friends and family, simply because you're taking up space. And if Deary isn't a one-off joke, I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be some kind of good place twist where heaven's even worse. Besides, most sinners are there for a reason. Like Angel Dust!
Oh, harder, Daddy!
I waited so long to talk about him. Angel Dust is a naughty movie actor who likes to wear dresses. And he's the hotel's first client. Angie's everybody's favorite character, and he's easily the show's Stewie Griffin. He gets all the best lines, with his amazing mobster accent.
Go yourself.
Only if you watch me.
Plus he's got a super unique design and a great backstory. He only signed up for free room and board. And as we learn in the sequel song, to escape his abusive pimp. Thankfully, Angel has his girl buddy, Cherry Bomb, for help. I cannot wait to see her in the show. She's easily my favorite side character.
Why don't you get that Tinker Toy
off my turf before I smash it!
But things aren't looking too good for Charlie. Suddenly, they get a mysterious visitor, Alistair, aka the Radio Demon. I have waited so long to talk about him, you could probably make an entire video just about him.
May I speak now?
Let me put it this way. If Angel isn't your favorite character, chances are it's Alistair. And even if Angel is your favorite character, chances are Alistair's the close second. If you couldn't guess, he is my favorite character. In life, Alistair was a serial killer in New Orleans.
Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929. So many orphans.
In hell, he's a nigh-powerful overlord who doesn't rule any land, but you wouldn't know it from the way he acts. One second, he's the most polite, charming gentleman you'll ever meet.
If I wanted to hurt anyone here, I would have done so already.
He's got a great voice, a great aesthetic, and I love the effect. Also, I didn't realize until I started writing the script, but Alistair's eyes are radio knobs. That's a nice detail. He sees the horrible interview Charlie did, and he decides to go to the hotel himself. To get redeemed? He doesn't believe a demon can be redeemed.
Only to repeatedly trip and tumble down to the fiery pit of failure.
Everyone speculates Alistair's gonna end up being the show's big bad, or he's gonna betray Charlie. I don't think that's gonna happen. First off, it seems way too obvious a twist. And second, he and Charlie never actually made a deal. In her own words, she ordered him to assist the hotel for as long as he wants. Plus, the creator already said that Charlie's the most powerful demon in hell next to her father, so I don't think he'd be that stupid to try something. I can see him becoming some kind of a dark mentor though, like Queen Eclipsa, or Charlie changes his viewpoint. And also, he is not Lucifer. Some people think he's Lucifer in disguise, but I don't.
The point of this is to give people a chance. To have faith, things will be better.
Still, Alistair does help the hotel, even if he just wants to see it fail. First, he brings in 2 new employees. There's the maid.
This little darling is nifty.
Hi, I'm Nifty.
Okay, I really want to know how Nifty made a deal with Alistair. Is he like her dad or her guardian? She's just so adorable.
It's been a while since I've made new friends. Why are you all women?
And what exactly did she do to end up in hell? Was she just a misogynist, or was she like Pepe Le Pew in life? But Nifty isn't the only help Alistair hires. There's Husk.
Husker, my good friend. Glad you could make it.
Don't you husker me, you son of a...
Yes, it's Husk. I guess Husker's just a nickname. He's probably my second favorite character, for reasons that go beyond the fact he's some kind of a cat bird thing and my avatar happens to be a cat. Like Alistair, you could probably make a whole video about Husk. He's a gambler and he has a major sailor mouth.
Could be some kind of big riot just to pull me out of nowhere? You think I'm some kind of clown?
Something you don't know about me is in real life, I have one too. Only reason I don't swear here is because I want to keep my channel. I love characters who swear a lot, and I love lovable jerks. Not just because they're escapist, but they're so funny if they're done right. And Husk is really done right. Unlike Nifty, he doesn't want to be there. He's just there because Alistair made him be there. I guess at some point he made a deal, and also because Alistair bribed him with cheap liquor.
You think you can buy me with a wink and some cheap booze? Well, you can!
The pilot does have other characters like Sir Pentious or Tom Trench, and Blitzo makes a cameo, but I don't want the video to turn into a character summary, so let's move on. If you don't like the super cool animation, which even Paul Dini praised, you'll probably love the songs.
But life isn't a musical, hun.
Fine.
Whereas Hell of a Boss, at minimum, has 1 song per episode, Hazbin Hotel has 3 songs. The songs are all catchy, fun tunes. I obviously can't play them because of copyright, but you should listen to them. The first song is a really sad cover of I'm Always Chasing Rainbows, but it's still super good, and the visuals do a good job of hooking you into the show. The second song is Inside of Every Demon is a Rainbow. This might seem super unpopular, but it's probably my least favorite. I know a lot of people like it, but as much as I've tried, I cannot get into it.
Ow! That was
The third song is a reprise by Alistair, and that solidified me liking him. I even listened to a Nightcord version of it when writing the script.
Now will you shoot me with your ray gun?
Honestly though, I really don't think I have a problem with Hazbin Hotel. Yet. It is just a pilot and not a series. When I first got into the show though, I thought it should have focused more on day 1 of the hotel, not Charlie advertising it. It was a nitpick, but I wasn't hooked on the show until Alistair showed up. And I guess if you aren't a fan of gore and swears, you probably won't have a fun time watching this show. It has a lot of black comedy. I mean, I don't care, and honestly, it's way more cleaner than Helluva Boss.
Did you just say to me, you fried chicken fetuses? Speak up!
Outside of that, it's one of those shows, musical movies, where it's great, but the fandom can be super toxic. You remember what the SU fandom did to Jesse Suk? Imagine them doing that to the crew, if only to say when's the show coming out. And with a lot more Rule 34 artwork, which you should not check out, especially Stolas and Octavia, let me end things by saying, if you like this pilot, don't harass the crew and don't harass the cast. Busy Pop already said she can't give any more info out until the show airs. Anywho, it's a really great pilot, and I cannot wait to see it on TV or Netflix.
Stay tuned.